Hey everyone, Duane here with your mini message for the week. This is where I take about 3 minutes or so to share some thoughts that I hope will be helpful to you in relating to Jesus and to life, because as I say each and every week, I've discovered that following Jesus can not only make your life better, it can make you better at life. I think you will too. Sometimes the things the Lord wants us to do can surprise us, but we can rest assured that He knows what He's doing when He asks. There's a story in the New Testament that always makes me think of this because it kind of surprises me. You can read about it in the New Testament letter of Mark, the 10th chapter, verses 46 through 52. In this story, Jesus is coming into the city of Jericho. There's a blind man named Bartimaeus sitting beside the road begging. He's probably been there most of his life. When he hears that Jesus is passing by, he starts shouting, "Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me." He's heard of Jesus and the miracles he's performed. Now the people crowding around Jesus start yelling back at Bartimaeus to be quiet. They're so intent on their being around Jesus, they were irritated at this blind beggar interrupting their day. But this only causes Bartimaeus to shout even louder, "Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me." Jesus does hear him and then does two things that I think are very interesting. First, he says, "Tell him to come here." Now remember, Bartimaeus is blind, but instead of going to him, Jesus has Bartimaeus come to him. The second thing I find interesting is the question Jesus asks Bartimaeus. He asks, "What do you want me to do for you?" Instead of just assuming, well, of course the blind man wants to see, Jesus asks him to tell him what he wants. And Bartimaeus says, "I want to see." I love what we read in verse 52. It says, Jesus said to him, "Go, for your faith has healed you." Instantly, the man could see and he followed Jesus down the road. Now, this story helps us to see that we should come to Jesus with our needs and that he wants us to ask him for what we need. When we do, we have the opportunity to see him work a miracle in our lives. The Apostle Paul wrote something powerful about prayer that's recorded as for us in the New Testament letter of Philippians chapter 4 and verse 6. Paul writes, "Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank him for all he's done." Remember, Jesus can only answer the prayers that we actually pray. Now, before I go, be sure to join me each week for Connect Church online each Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. on connectwaco.com, Facebook, the Connect Church Waco YouTube channel, and here on my personal page. They're available for you throughout the week. I hope you'll take a look at Connect Church Waco online. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for watching today. Until next time, I pray you have a very blessed week.